your afternoon show for this Monday. Barely a week to back to school. School resumes next Monday, 6th of September 2021. For those who are still doubting, who are thinking that the day has been prolonged, no, sorry. This holiday ends on Sunday. So all those who have gone and done, all those who have done crazy hairs on their hair, please do undo it because Monday you have to go to school. Those who have to shave, ensure that by Monday you are good for the school. And tomorrow will be the end for the month of August. We say bye bye to this month and welcome the month of September. September is generally a month that is not loved by so many parents. It's not loved by so many parents because they need to struggle so hard as much as they can to be able to get the necessary, what's necessary for them for the school year, for their children. But considering how difficult times are out the outside is really tough, as people say it's really difficult on so many people to resume the school year properly. I pray God be your courage, okay? Just 1 week to go. For those who have not bought books in the town of Bafasam, you just can just go around and get books for yourself. And school heads say registrations have started. You come to school and they give you the procedure on how to go about the registration. It's rather very easy. But there's so many parents that are lined up. Parents that are prompt already in school trying to pay the school fee for their children. I wouldn't say prompt, those who already have, because some are still struggling to be able to have something to be able to go chip in for the school. Some people will pay even after 2 months, some even up to December. That's to tell you that not everybody's at the same level. In the heart of the city, the girls are present here this afternoon. And be rest assured that they give you just the very best as far as this program this afternoon is concerned. At the technical dashboard this afternoon, our producer is no other than Joel Didem. Good afternoon to you at the other side of the glass. Time for me to say hello to the girls and ask them how was their weekend. Ada, tell us. Michael, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Cynthia B.
How was your weekend?
Wonderful.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. I like that wonderful
Okay.
because you always say restful. Today is wonderful. Can you share with us what happened during the weekend?
Well, I had a lot of shots too.
Okay.
Added to that.
Okay.
Yeah, shots, even American shots. And all what you can imagine. It was good. It
Okay.
was good to go.
Okay.
Then apart from that, this weekend, Cynthia B. I wanted you to laugh. So I succeeded anyway. Alright.
You know, it was Miss B that was killing me with laughter. Now it's you that's continuing.
No, Miss B has his heart turn. When she'll get here, I'm sure you all will cry.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Exactly. Cynthia B, the special thing I did during this weekend was that I had time to praise God.
Wow.
Yes. Without Him, you are really nothing. We as humans, we are nothing.
That's true.
So I had time to dig deep and to feel Him more than ever before. So that's what really makes it wonderful for me.
It's really wonderful because you don't have all the time to go and give him all the worship, all the everything that he deserves. When you have an opportunity like that, you really maximize of the opportunity.
Absolutely, Cynthia B. And again, I was very carried away by some people that I noticed that were going through so much throughout the weekend too. Because I had the opportunity to help some children who are that's internally displaced children, yes, who find themselves here in the West region. In fact, I saw many children and parents shed tears because they have children that were faring really well in the different regions where they were, and they happen to find themselves in very new zones where they've never been there before. They don't have food to eat, they don't have clothes to wear, and talk less of schools. So now that it was back to school, I had the opportunity to chip in my little way to help them go back to school. So it was really a delightful moment. That's why I called
to put
it
a smile on
wonderful.
somebody's face.
Exactly. And Cynthia, you needed to see these parents really happy. Like, to them, it was just the world that you had given them. Because most of them, like they told some of us who were on the side were that they didn't know how they were going to go about this. In fact, some were like their children wouldn't go to
school this year.
So they were intending to be at home with them until they find a way out. But when they finally got a way out, they call it, to them they called it manna from heaven, coming from God, for someone to be thinking of their plight somewhere, just like more than them. So I saw parents happy. I saw children, little kids like this, Cynthia B, of about 2, who were just so happy to be around, seeing their elder ones take their school bags, their books, and pens and pencils and blackboards, armboards, help permit them to go to school. So that's what I spend my weekend doing, and I was really happy doing that with Cynthia B. And I think the only wish that I still have for those who are not yet benefiting from such help is that may God be able to sit with them and connect them to the right persons that can help them, so that they can at least have a smile on their faces.
I'm very happy about this. It makes me to remember that whatever that you wish the person in front of you will come to you times 2. You know, most of the time people wish things for themselves, forgetting that your blessing comes from another person.
Absolutely, Cynthia. You know, we always talk about God as if God is an entire being that we have to see him seated somewhere.
Yes.
We are God because he resides in us. If we are his creation, then we are just his image too. So we are God. God is in you, God is in me, God is everybody who's watching us.
That is very correct. And the pastor said yesterday that God can use your enemy to bless you. You know, he brought out a short narration of a lady that had been praying. Every morning when she wakes up, she would say, "Thank you, God." The neighbor will say, "No, there's no God." Every day when she says that, the neighbor will say, "No, there is no God. Thank you, God." The neighbor will say, "No, there is no God." And then one day, in the night when she was praying with her children, she said, "God, this is our last meal. Tomorrow we wouldn't have any meal to eat again. This is the last meal. Tomorrow we don't know what we're going to eat." So the neighbor heard them and said that he was going to shock them. So he went to the supermarket, bought food, and put in front of the door. When the woman came out of the door, she saw it. She said, "Thank you, God." The neighbor said that there is no God. I am the one who put it there. And then she said that God used you to bless me. So those are situations that happen. That God can even use your enemy to bless you. You don't know. So I like that part that you see. Helping people, putting a smile on their face, it's very, very important. We see somebody that is happy. I pray that most of us can possibly have the spirit of giving, because not everybody has that spirit of giving. It's difficult.
Very true, Cynthia. You know, sometimes some people need to cultivate it. Others need to be pushed. Others need to get into pain in order to understand how giving is important.
That's true.
Yes, just imagine the situation like where you are very contented. You live in your villa. You wake up every morning. You have people at your service. They cook for you. They do everything for you. You are driven to work and back. You never ever suffer. The day you are under pain, to the extent where all these people have to disappear. That is, all these services that help you on a daily, they have to disappear, and you're all on your own. That day, if you are not someone who used to give, you will learn to give at that moment. Why? Because at some point you will even be ready to give for someone to come inside and just help you, maybe clean the floor, because every other person has disappeared.
That's true.
They don't want to be around you anymore. So you will see that the necessity is not just giving to show off, but giving because you think that the other person on the other side needs that help. And then I equally have one thing I wanted to just throw light on giving, sincerely, is make sure you're giving to someone you're not expecting anything.
That is very correct.
Because there are different types of giving. You can be giving because you're thinking that it's Njangi.
Yes, Njangi, as
Today
I
I
give,
give, tomorrow, and the day you don't give, you just carry the person in your heart, like, yes, see the way I've been giving to this person is never given. I really like the way that charity aspect of helping the poor and needy,
those who don't have a way of helping you back.
The widows, the widowers. Honestly, you can think that they will not be able to give you anything back, but their blessings and prayers are enormous. Because I remember a lot of blessings that we got on Saturday from these children and their parents. You hear the words come out, like you see a little kid who is struggling, barely struggling to talk, and the mother is teaching her how to be grateful. Yes, go back there, tell that auntie thank you. Yes, and tell that auntie God bless you. So those are the things that you get in return.
It brings tears to their eyes.
Exactly. Cynthia B, I'm sure if you were there, you should have really shed tears. I bet you, because it seemed the kids, the way they were. I reflected for like 5 minutes without saying a word, because I was asking myself, what if I was in their shoe? Like today, I am maybe in a stable place, I have a home, and all of a sudden I have to rush out of my home without knowing where I'm going to. Exactly. And I find myself in in a no man's land, have to struggle to make ends meet.
Sure.
Honestly, if we can stop sometimes and just do that, so that we feel the difference, we feel the pain, we feel how others live on a daily, it's awesome.
That is very true. It's very awesome. You know, at one point in time, you put yourself in this person's shoe and say, if I were in this person's shoe, what will happen? Most of the time, you say, no, you don't want yourself to be in a condition. Begin to say, God forbid. But there are situations that happen. There are things that happen. Those who are out of their place of comfort, their zones of comfort, they never thought they were going to live from there. One day, but it happened that they had to leave because they had to run for their dear lives, and they run away with their children, and they have to start life all over. It's very complicated. So sometimes when we want to help people, as Maricol said, help those who you don't expect help from. Because if you help those who you expect help from, you will always say that, no, I do this thing for this person cannot possibly do this for me. No, you shouldn't put it that way. Even if you're helping somebody that really has, don't always expect that the person might even be the one to cause you so much trouble that you imagine that, is it the same person I helped before? Thank you, Maricol, for bringing the help aspect to us this afternoon. I hope that it was a lesson. It is a lesson for somebody out there. She said you have to learn. You cultivate the habit of giving. Some of us are not born with giving. We cultivate. We learn to give. It's true, some people, their spiritual gift is giving. We know that. But others have learned how to give because it's supposed to be that way. Thank you, Mariko, for that enlightenment this afternoon. I'll turn over to Miss B or Lady B, the lady in yellow. Miss B, good afternoon to you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon.
I hope you had a good weekend.
Yeah, even though it was full of work.
Yeah. You said
that
that you're very tired today because of all what you carry out in the weekend.
I had to spend this weekend. I just profited to, go around a number of things. Was okay. Hope you are still on.
It was okay by the grace of God. I spent. Somebody asked me yesterday, am I a sister in church? Because I spent my weekend in church.
That's good.
Yeah, it was a church weekend. Saturday.
That was just short.
Yeah, really short.
Take us in.
Okay.
Saturday we had a prayer night. Yes, prayer and healing night. And Sunday we had harvest Thanksgiving too.
Okay, so we do have handsets and so on.
Okay.
All right, good afternoon, dear televiewers. Happy Monday, happy everything, happy 31st,
Definitely.
30th August 2021. Happy everything, back to school at the corner of preparing someone.
You too, are you shivering?
Shivering and so on. I don't shiver, you understand, but you know why? Because I am not the one who do this thing. There's someone
Who does it for you?
But it's not easy this season. At least you must think one thing or the other, At least I'm thinking. I can't really shiver because I know everything is in place. There's very little ones. The big one is when we get me to visit, the payment books. In our schools, that's the big one. The small ones this can be already in place. But the big one that they had not to come. But again, the same God of last year.
It's the same of to this year.
Good.
Thank you very much, Miss B, for giving an encouragement to somebody out there. Somebody said in church that you should seek first the kingdom of God, and every other thing will be added unto you.
Good.
That's exactly what Miss B is trying to tell us this afternoon. Just trust God and everything will be put in place. It's true that I wouldn't stop you from thinking about one way or the other to go by, but there are some situations that we cannot possibly know how to get through with it. You look left, you don't see. You look right, you don't see anybody, and you're stuck up like, who do I run to? Who do I go to? My child has to go to school, he doesn't have a bag, he doesn't have a shoe, there are all those kind of things, and you're stressed up. You have house rent, you have to feed the house, you have bills, so many things to take care of. But I tell you that God will surprise you. Thank you, Miss B, for that one. This afternoon, our question of today is displayed right there on your screen. For those who are just tuning in, it's in the heart of the city. It's your afternoon show that is broadcast on NGTV as from 2:30 on the dot. You just give a ring and we will be right here anytime at 2:30 when you want us to be there. Do you think gray hair signifies wisdom? Do you think having gray hair signifies wisdom? If yes or no, just justify your answer. Just text us and tell us, why do you think it justifies wisdom? If it's a if it's a yes, give us your answer. Why? If it's a no, you give us your answer. is grey? Do you think grey hair signifies wisdom? That will be our topic of discussion, and then we will go back to business. Marico will do for us beans. Remember, we just harvested maize a while ago, some weeks back, and farmers are actively preparing their farms for the cultivation of beans. I'm sure she too is preparing her farm too for it. She will tell us how she's going about it. That will be in our business kitchen. Miss B will do something great for us for our kitchen for this afternoon, and then our health will do hepatic with low what we people develop on the finger. It develops like a ball and then it swells out. That's what we will do this afternoon. That's all what that's the package we have for you for our program this afternoon. For those who are joining us, it's in the heart of the city. Straight away, I'll give the microphone to Mariko Quencha for her to do our business lot this afternoon. Mariko, I give you the floor.
Thank you, Cynthia. We're going to be talking about beans, like you rightly put it there. And beans, we have it in different types. Like we've had to enumerate that on the set many times, but we'll still come back again to it on and on because we have a lot of children who are on holidays and they are counting on us to know the different types of beans. So some children in class, Satya, in class we used to use beans to do handwork.
Yeah, we used to.
Remember.
Yeah, I remember.
All right. We'll draw the map of Cameroon with beans and gum on a blank sheet of paper. I don't know who did that too, but
we're learning how to do it because it was difficult to draw.
But that was artwork.
Yes.
Yes, that was artwork that these teachers were bringing out in us. And today we're not going to do the artwork. Rather, we're going to consume. But we will talk more on sales today. Now, Santiago, you asked me if my own farm is ready. Honestly, not yet.
Okay.
But I'm hoping on others for the farm.
Okay.
So I'm accompanying them.
You are accompanying them, really.
So now on the market, like you rightly have it there on the images, you have red, you have white, you have black, you equally have brown, you have what is mac like
mac
beans. Yes, it has mac. You equally have one that is called medinal, big like that, almost like grains of groundnut, and it has marks on it as well. Very easy to cook. When you just put on the fire, it will not last for too long. It's already done. Unlike the red, the black, and the rest. Now with white, its particularity is quite different too. If anyone offers you white beans, then know that they have you in mind.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it too expensive?
Very, very expensive and rare.
Okay.
Yes, very rare too. Then its cultivation is quite different from the manner of cultivation of all the other types of beans. Now, the last but not the least thing that I will talk about before leaving completely is that, because I will not talk too much.
Okay.
Yes, I need shots, so
Okay.
I will not talk too much. All right. About the prices, Cynthia B. This is not the season.
Okay.
Yes. In as much as we are doing the cultivation right now and even harvest soon, because harvest generally takes place in the dry season.
Yes.
Yes. So most of what is going on right now is cultivation, the nurturing of the beans in the farms. Now on the market right now, we have the smallest bowl that we use in selling it. Generally, the black beans always tends to be the cheapest.
Okay.
Amongst all the beans.
Is it that it doesn't have the same nutrients?
Not that. Not that. It's
Because
just
I've
that
always asked myself that.
people cherish the red more. People always cherish the red more. Yes, and then the how do you call it, the white.
The white.
Yes, the white too. The mac too. Now the other thing that I noticed about black beans is that black beans, generally you find it much on the market, like Miss B said. It's very, very in abundance. Even when beans is not available, you see black. Yes, even when it's really rare.
That means it produces well other than the other beans.
Absolutely. Now you got it. Then the other thing is that on the market, with the small bowl, like I was explaining earlier, the small bowl, I don't know what measurement I can use to pick that bowl, but if you don't know very well, go to the market. When you're going to the market, ask for the bowl that they use. That's the smallest bowl they use in measuring not groundnut, sorry, even maize. They use it too for maize. They use it too for beans. These are the
small
two
bowl.
things.
Yes,
a small bowl. That's where you find that. You always find that bowl there. Now, in this bowl, in ordinary times, you can buy it for 150 francs. But this season, it's doubled. just follow my explanation. That's to show you that the price hike is really, really pronounced right now. Because imagine that it's doubled. In normal times, that's when it's moderate, it's 200 francs.
Yes.
Okay, generally, when the red
200.
beans, if the red beans if the black beans is 300 francs, then just be sure that red beans will be 350.
That means we'll not eat beans now. Because if you want to cook for a whole family, you need at least 5 cups of beans.
Unfortunately, Santiago, that's the problem we are going through right now. We have a lot of economic crisis in terms of meals, in terms of foodstuff sales. When you go to the market right now, even what was sold for that's dash right now has a cost.
Yeah.
It has a price tag on it. Take just the gari. A cup is 100 francs, and it's been like that for close to 6 months now. The same thing with groundnuts. And now beans. So honestly, Santia, like you said, would we still eat beans? That's the question. Would we really still eat beans? Because everything is on a hike in terms of prices. So when you go to the market right now, ladies and gentlemen, and you think that with 500 francs you're going to have 3 of those bowls like you used to manage, you used to negotiate with the salesman, and you have like 3 bowls. Now you need to add 100 francs again on top of that 500 francs in order to have 2 bowls of black beans. Now you need to add now 100, not 100, but 200 francs on that 500 francs in order to get the red beans if you need 2 bowls. So it's very complicated, Santia B. This is not the season. There's so much of exportation taking place too.
Yes.
Cameroon is feeding a lot of countries next door.
That's true.
So it's really difficult during this season. And again, we have a lot of crisis going on. Production is really low in some zones. Just take the example of Northwest and Southwest, where farming was really at its height. Everyone was making it through farming. But now there is really no way because of the crisis going on there. What is happening? What would they do? Automatically, everyone is moving towards the zones where there is calm. And there is really a whole lot to handle in terms of that, Santiago.
Thank you very much, Maricol. Beans is not anybody's friend. You know, that's what I got. Beans is so expensive. Not only expensive, it's very expensive. You know, before it was easy. It was very easy to eat rice and beans. You buy the rice 400, 2 kilos 800. You buy beans, a pan of beans was 100. You buy like 4 pan. You go and cook your food, and it's good for the family. Today is no longer the case. You have to buy beans for 300 francs, 400 francs for 1 pan. If you have a whole family, maybe 5 children, your husband and you, that means the 2,000 francs that people used to give no longer sufficient. It becomes very complicated for them. Maricol, thank you for that. As far as beans is concerned, the prices are really not anybody's. In fact, very difficult to get in the market. It's very, very high. And those who are going to cultivate, they also find difficulties in going to cultivate these beans because they have to go through a lot for its cultivation. That was it for the business this afternoon. The sales of beans, any kind of beans that you want, black, red, merengue, mag, white. There are so many of them. So many kinds of beans that I cannot even cite them all. There we saw just a bunch of them. There are so many kinds of it, and you can just try to opt to plant for yourself. I think this can equally encourage everybody to get into farming. After you say it's expensive, why not try to do the planting yourself in the heart of the city? We are past 3 o'clock, and for those who are joining us, do you think gray hair signifies wisdom? If yes or no, send us, just justify your answer with yes or no. Either gray hair signifies wisdom or not. That's what we'll be talking on this afternoon. Time for us to go to the kitchen. It's with you, Miss B or Lady B. Miss B, I spotted maize there. In fact, fresh maize.
I'm going to do something that looks like samba. There's no samba. This is I think in the southwest. I was struggling to figure it out in my mother tongue. Something wende.
Okay. Do they use the vegetable?
Mbari
wende. Okay. My God, have you ever heard that name?
It's in my mother tongue.
No, I mean, in fact, we can see, you know, most meals are called in the mother tongue, but we know at least that this is called in mother tongue, not called in English.
Yeah, it's maize, fresh maize. We need fresh maize, really
Okay.
fresh, and then we go use cocoyam leaves, not what the
Not
exactly-
vegetable.
No,
One
it's
jama
almost
jama.
the same process. Yeah.
Okay.
But for us now, we use cocoyam leaves.
Okay.
That goes in the southwest region, from Fakun in particular.
Mm-hmm.
We do this stuff with cocoyam leaves. So we need fresh maize, like we see the leaves there. We get it, we scratch it out of it. We spend once or once we, how they call
You will slice them. Mm-hmm.
and then we boil.
Okay.
When we boil now,
The cocoyam leaves.
good. We cook when it's already cooked. The meat, since it's fresh meat, you put salt, you boil, the sweetness is out.
Yes.
You realize that it's already getting ready very soon. Slice the cocoyam leaves, wash well. When you wash well, you add it to the stuff. I wish we had the last image before this one. You add it to the stuff.
Okay.
Now we don't put sugar and no. Put your pinch of salt, your pepper, maggi, and all traditional spices you can imagine.
Okay.
Yes, and then you add oil. For some persons, they'll add oil. But the typical, villagers and the village way, they will not add oil.
Okay, what do we
They'll
use?
just do it like that, and with the traditional spices, it's excellent in the
We know
mouth.
oil is
The fresh meat, no oil. Just the traditional spices, then you add the cocoyam leaves. But you can as well put oil if you want. But I think I would like to do without oil.
Okay.
Just with the cocoyam leaves, the traditional spices, you cook it well, and
Okay.
the sweetness of the fresh
The fresh maize, yes.
excellent.
But so you've added salt now.
Salt, maggi, pepper, traditional spices. It's not like the central where they go for
Yeah, no. No sugar is added to it, Mariko.
No sugar.
Yes.
only cook it well with traditional spices. As you see it like that, that's how it looks like. Now some persons will put palm oil, but if you don't put it, still good. The typical village way you put, and it's the sweetness of the maize again. And the fresh cocoyam leaves, it's excellent. I remember my village, the combis is so excellent.
It's been
Yeah,
in the
so-
center when they do a sanga, they use palm nut.
Yes, palm nuts, palm oil is good. But the real people back there in the typical village will never put oil. But when they cook this stuff, you eat it off common. But again, you can still put oil here after that. The cocoyam leaves nice crunch.
Exactly what I wanted to ask.
It wouldn't when you cook it well.
Okay.
It wouldn't. Cook it well. Besides using the traditional spices, bring another juice and feel the nature of the cocoyam leaves is a very excellent. But you can put palm oil if you want. Simple, very simple. That's all.
You boil your maize when it's well cooked. You add cocoyam
Like
leaves.
cocoyam leaves, bit by bit, don't slice it.
So beautiful.
Bit by bit, you add it there. Then now you add every traditional spice. Remember I boiled with a pinch of salt. I put my black pepper. Then I add every traditional spice with, every traditional, what's that? The balance of salt and maggi.
Maggi, yes.
Well, you want to put all, you put. You don't want to put fine, it's still good.
Can we add crayfish or dry fish or dry
You
meat?
can add it. Feel excellent in the mouth.
Okay.
With the peculiarity with this is the sweetness of that fresh meat. Oh, come on, if you feel the meat, feel how good it feels. Oh, come on. Simple but good.
Miss B, thank you for this
Yeah, that's
discovery.
mbariwembe.
Mbariwembe.
Corn and cocoyam leaves.
Okay,
That's
that's what it means. Mbariwembe.
corn and cocoyam leaves.
Corn.
It's like we are speaking Spanish.
Yes, it's Spanish, really. My record is Mbariwembe. Mbariwembe.
That's a sentence.
Okay, that's a meal for this afternoon. It's fresh maize, cocoyam leaves. Palm oil is optional, maggi and salt. You can add fish or meat. Depends on you.
Makes me to think of concha. Without beans.
Without beans. But it's excellent. When I first ate it, my dad was the person who cooked it for me.
Okay.
It was also, when I was doing it, I was watching. I was like,
You're wondering what's.
when he finished, he first of all put the meal there, was standing around the compound. There was just behind the house in the village there. And then he took some of this cooking. And I saw him coming, I was like, I saw him slice and go to when I ate it, I was like, Jesus Christ. No stress, nothing there was just.
It was excellent. Okay, Michael, what do you think about the meal today?
I'll try something.
Do you eat sanga, first of all?
No, because of the sugar.
No. Okay, you don't because of the sugar. Okay.
To me, the fact that the sugar is in it makes me just feel like
Okay.
there's a problem.
Okay, fine. This one does not have sugar. It has salt.
That's why I said I'll try it.
You try. Okay.
I'll try it.
Okay. You don't have any problem with the cocoyam leaves.
It's true that cocoyam leaves can itch if it's not well cooked.
Yes.
But I'm very certain that this one will be very well cooked since it's inside. Corn.
God, yes.
Yes. So the length of time that you leave the corn to stay on the fire, the leaves too would stay there. And then the fact that the spices are ordinary spices. There are spices in our meals.
Yes, traditional meals. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I think that these traditional spices equally can help to fight the health pandemic we are dealing with, because people are advised to consume more of that.
You said it.
Yes.
I think we'll eat that morning, afternoon.
Morning, afternoon, evening. Miss B, how long can this meal last? No. Can they like corn chop that you can warm for like 3 days?
The more it sleeps,
It becomes
the sweeter
better.
it becomes.
Yes.
And every except there's one particular meal that when it sleeps, it cannot.
It's different.
I think it's pounded different. If I'm not mistaken.
Even jollof rice is not good when it sleeps.
No, it's good if you know how to heat it. You know that people don't know how to heat it. How do you heat jollof rice when it sleeps? You don't put water to it. Put it on low flame, very low flame, and just allow it and be turning around.
Yes, the people that are hungry don't have that kind of time.
So when you heat it like that, it tastes okay. Then especially that especially the greens of rice that are not just the best thing. By the time you heat and pour water, the one is like that thing.
No, obviously.
So know how to heat it. And jollof rice when it sleeps, and you know how to heat it. When it sleeps, you heat it. It's the under it is like porridge cocoa.
Thank you very much, Miss B. It's an opportunity. Remember, our kitchen of In the Heart of the City is an opportunity for you who don't know how to do particular meals to learn how to do it. When you just jot down some points down, then you go try it. And why not come and tell us the result? We are here to help you know how to cook meals. We know there are so many people who don't know, who don't want to learn. And when they get married, they start facing challenges. It's not that they're lazy, Maricol. They want to put on their long nails and walk around. Fine girls. Yes, exactly. Thank you for that word, Miss Englantine. Exactly. So we are here to help you to learn, and you know you have to do Thanksgiving. We receive it here. We usually have a plate here to receive Thanksgiving from our Miss Cuisine this afternoon, Miss B. It's a discovery, and I hope you've learned. I have learned something, and I hope that you too, televiewers, you've learned one new thing for the kitchen this afternoon. So we will try this meal, and I'm sure that it's very good because after all, it's fresh maize and there's cocoyam leaves to it. It's the same thing like cocky corn. The difference here is that it's still fresh. There is no grind. Maricol, I borrowed that from you this afternoon. No, there's no beans in this now. It's fresh. Okay, minus beans. It's coffee corn. No, it's a coffee corn. It's just that
it's not ground.
Yes, the form is different. Okay, thank you, girls, for that this afternoon. We've done our business as well as our kitchen. We'll get to our health anytime soon, which is with low. Hepatic with low, that is with low, what comes out on the finger. We will do that, but before we get there, we will dialogue on the question of today. We talk about this. Do you think gray hair signifies wisdom, Maricol? Yes or no? Just justify your answer.
All right, gray hair to me, sensitively doesn't necessarily,
Wisdom.
Wisdom, yes, because I want to go a little bit my way.
Okay.
Like, there are some gray hair that is wasting on some heads. God forgive me for saying so, because sometimes some people really, when you look at their hair, you're giving all the reverence to that hair.
No, yes, it's a respect.
Exactly. But they are absolutely the opposite of what you are saying.
Okay.
Like they are even they reason like children of 10 in their mindset, and even in their actions you see that they still have a long way to go.
Exactly.
Yes. So to me, white hair to me stands like a blessing, like something that wants to to make you stand out.
Mm-hmm.
You are different from every other person.
Every other person.
Yes. In those days, I remember when I was in Form 1, we used to have one of our class, a schoolmate, who was he was a senior. She was in about Form 5 or so, and almost her whole hair was white.
White.
Can you
Okay.
imagine? It doesn't mean she was old. She wasn't old. She was just of her normal age. But so genetics can equally give you
White hair.
You could be coming from a family where it's hereditary.
Okay.
Yes, so you get yours and you are surely confused somewhere for someone who is old. Meanwhile, you're just a young person. She was quite young.
Yeah, very young.
Very young. She was just of her age. But the difference was that you see spotted white hair left and right. And at some point, the way people would mock, you know, in those days when you're still childish, you see that you mock, you start calling the person grandmother and all of that. Meanwhile, that's something they were born with and they have it on them. Now, the wisdom part, I would just want to drop the mic by saying that you can have white hair, like I said before. The gray hair, you can have it because it generally varies. Sometimes you find some people whose own is like they've tinted it,
Yes.
so beautifully looking, like they touched it. Meanwhile, it's just natural. Now, it's not necessarily wisdom because, like I said, some people can be young, just young, and they have it genetically. Another person has it because of stress.
Yes, stress.
Yes.
Okay, stress brings about that.
Brings about what gray hair. Yes. Some in men you see them stress up to their beards.
Okay.
Yes, their beards get white. Yes, because of stress. And once the stress is over, you see it disappear again naturally. But in some people, in other people, you find it like so many people have it. Like they have it, so many. Okay. Then on the wisdom aspect of it, it's true. Sometimes age doesn't necessarily mean that you're wise, because let's talk about those now have white hair but they are old. That's it's their age. Yes, it's their age. Now in that case, that's they are evolving according to their age, and the natural phenomenon is taking place on them. Like my grandmother, my late grandmother, before she died, she was like 80 something. Before she died, we could count the number of white hair
on her hair. Yes.
Meanwhile, she was 85. So you can imagine, in some people, it really doesn't come at all. Yes, it's just natural, like they have their dark hair all around. Then, some people can be really young. You find a child who is 10, sounding like a very old person.
Yes.
Yes, that's where you start understanding that this child has surely been washing hands with elders. Yes, because you know, generally in our context, we have this adage that when you clean your hands, when you wash your hands with elders, it means you're a good child or you're somebody who is up to the task. So this child has surely been hanging around with people of dignity, with people who have a level of knowledge that no one can really measure. So coming out from there, they get older than their age because their mental is really, really thick. But in the physical, you see a child. So they can bring up wise ideas, wise attitudes, and you're always like, I remember, I'll just take an example of myself before dropping. Since from small, I've always been called old. Why? Because of the way I reflect. I always feel older than my age. Yes. So surely because you get responsibilities very early in your age, at your age. So it makes you, and if your parents keep telling you that, look, the future of this family is on your head, at some point you carry it.
You carry it, yes.
You carry it automatically, and you tell yourself, I can't fail them, because they keep telling you that it's you who is leading, so you have to show the way. So wisdom can vary from stage to stage and domains to domains.
So gray hair, for Michael, it doesn't have anything to do with the wisdom. Some people are born small, they don't have gray hair, but they have the wisdom. So that her answer is a no. Thank you very much, Maricor, for your answer this afternoon. I turn over to you, Miss B. Miss B, some people see this as a curse, having gray hair maybe at a younger age. Do you think it's a sign of wisdom? Because as Maricor mentioned, you see they laugh at you in school.
That's one thing that God has not said so it's not a curse, it's a blessing. Like Maricor said, but again, it doesn't necessarily mean the person is intelligent or has wisdom. But at one point in time, for some older persons, even it signifies wisdom.
Okay, for older persons, yes.
Even some young persons, it signifies wisdom. It depends. But again, it's still hereditary.
Okay.
Because you can really see, it's not, for nothing that the African man will say, those who go closer to the graveyard that are always wise. No, because there is wisdom that comes out from them, but not all of the possess graveyard are wise. Because there are some grandparents who possess that for nothing, just to distribute it to, distribute it to the family.
Okay.
To, the grandchildren and some of them even taking and reflect nothing about it. It's just, a blessing in the family that in this family, gray hair runs in the bloodline and it doesn't mean that. Yeah, but for some true wisdom can be added. Not everybody, it depends. So, to him, what wisdom is added is good. To him who has it as decoration, it's good. To some people has it as decoration, it's very beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
Right. It's good decor. To me, those, it's even good. Those who have it as decoration is then another aspect of God aside the dark hair. Yes, also, for Africans and so on. My grandmom had it all white, so beautiful. I remember the Nigerian actor who had it so white, exactly like my grandmother. Yeah, all white and so on. And she was an intelligent woman, very intelligent woman. And so, it depends. Yeah, but here we are. I don't have it, but I have a brother who has it.
Who has it?
In his younger age, he has the gray hair, pocket all over his head. But his elder brother does not have it. The eldest even doesn't, but he has, you see. And so but it doesn't mean that he speaks wisdom and so no. He just carried the blessings over from grandma and so on. So it depends, it does not necessarily mean wisdom. But again, one point in time, it signifies wisdom. So there are those who carry it and it's wisdom. It speaks a load of wisdom. Those who carry it for decoration, it's still good. Yeah, it's still good. It's even another aspect of, God in his multiple, forms.
That's very correct, Miss B.
Just to add with this text message from Jojo Felix Ngamen, Jesus was age but stupid because he lacks no wiseness. What can a smoking, drunken old man be able to teach? I don't get that, but hi, gray hair isn't automatically wisdom. If Levitic, I'm sure it's Levitic 19:32 asks us to stand up when facing gray hair. Another verse, no, I'm sure it's verse. Another verse claims that there exists such an old man in common. So that's it.
Okay, thank you very much. For Fiji Felix, gray hair does not obviously signify wisdom. He talked about drunken, smoking, all this kind of person that does not obviously bring about wisdom. We know of some people who do, when they see any part of their hair that is white, they immediately run to the barbing store.
They don't like it. Yeah, it means that they don't like it. There are people like that who feel remove because they don't like it. But some people will like. I know a number of persons who have them mixed with their own. It's so beautiful. There is another color. I don't even know that color. How to call it?
Look, a mixture of black and gray.
Gray and some are like ash. It's just so boring. So it depends.
Okay, thank you, Miss B, for your contribution. Do you think gray hair signifies wisdom? That is the question of today. And as Fiji Phyllis said, that they say Leviticus says when you see somebody with gray hair, you stand up. But some people, at one point in time, do not always deserve this respect, Miss B.
Oh, everybody possesses the and carries wisdom. You can see someone who has that and say drunk, they yet speaks wisdom. Okay. I know somebody when the person is drunk, don't even say that wisdom because he's drunk on stage, he will tell you.
He knows exactly what he's saying.
He will tell you about when he's eyes. Like people like that.
Okay.
I know someone when he's drunk, he handles the matter, he can't remove it. You and you feel that he's normal. So people have their very fun.
Thank you very much, Miss B. It depends on people, even if some people are there, as Miss B said, that are drunk, but they have gray hair, but what they see, it makes sense to the ear. Do you think gray hair signifies wisdom? Maricola and Miss B say not always, but there are people of the old age that have who have gray hair that are very intelligent. We equally know of so many youths who have gray hair. And some of them, as Maricola said, that they grow up to have some sort of knowledge at one point in time. That means they grow up, God has really blessed them with the wisdom. When they grow up, there's something that they can see. Some people are old, having gray hair, but they have nothing in their head.
Yes, Miss Auntie, very true. There are some people who are just, like I said earlier, if you permit me,
Okay.
there are some people that the grey hair is wasted on their head. Honestly, why? Because they are not showing the right example. Yes, they are not showing the right example. You can't be up to a certain age and you're still behaving like you're a baby.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you know very well that it's wrong, because there you are conscious that I am mature enough. If you are not in your state, your normal state, if for example the person is in a mental health state, there we understand that the person doesn't know that the person is in a health issue. But you can't be in your good shape and you are living a kind of life like you have gray hair, but you're always fighting with children. Yes, you're always everywhere where children are, you are around
You're around them fighting.
Yes, and you're fighting, and they will come and say that's wisdom. Honestly, that's no wisdom. I don't know what you're doing with kids there. You're supposed to be helping them. They are supposed to be like, they are the ones running towards you like, mama, mama, or papa, papa, or I say, big brother, big sister, please help me, or so and so thing. Rather, it's the reverse that is taking place, and you're fighting from the same pot with them. It's a problem.
It is a problem, exactly, Mariko. You know, when they say some people develop gray hair at the age of 30 and above, some when they are very small. You know, the so many are from 30, and you say, no, this guy has gray hair, it means he can be very intelligent.
Just 10 years, you see something.
Exactly, even children do have it. But you shouldn't confuse it for wisdom, please. Mariko really explain some kind of things here that some people, they are just, in fact, it's just decor on their head. We say the color that it brings out is different. But some people, out of their experiences and all the knowledge that God must have given to them, the gray hair helps them to help other people in all the situations. Thank you very much, Miss B. Mariko, thank you for your contribution as far as this question is concerned. So you shouldn't confuse any gray hair on you and think that it's because you have wisdom. No. Some people also equally take this for riches. Like, no, I'm going to be rich in the future, that's why I have gray hair. Don't go and work and say you're going to have riches. Work hard to be able to have the riches that you want. Less than 5 minutes to go to say goodbye from this end. Time for us to do a little bit on our health this afternoon. It's Whitlow. Hepatic Whitlow is a viral condition where small blisters form on the finger and on the fleshy area around the fingertip. This your finger here, you will notice here a small one will grow somewhere around, and mostly it rarely infects the toes or the nail cuticles. No, it infects the the fingertips or the thumb. This thumb or the fingertips. Those are the kind of things that the Whitlow affects. These sores or blisters are often very painful and develop a direct contact with the contagious sore. What are the things? There are some things that causes this condition. There are two types of it. First of all, type 1 usually affects the area around the mouth, the lips, or the face. That is it. You will notice at one point you have one small wound. It's not getting finished. As you pinch it, that's how it acts every day. You pinch it, it acts. And at one point in time, you notice that they develop pores inside. That is Whitlow. And the other one affects the genital. Since the same virus causes Whitlow, cold sore and genital herpes, it's extremely contagious. So if you have somebody that has Whitlow on the finger, don't go next to the person. It's very, very contagious. For that reason, it is important that you recognize the symptoms for this condition and take steps to protect yourself. That's the first thing you should do, protect yourself. Hepatic Whitlow can develop on any of your fingers, any finger. It doesn't develop on the toe, on the finger. Although the presence of a blister is a common sign for this condition, your finger may become red and swollen before a blister forms. That means look at your finger, it's swollen, you're wondering what is happening. And when this thing heals, it deforms the finger. It changes the finger completely. Symptoms of hepatic Whitlow can appear 1 or 2 weeks after exposure to the virus. It doesn't appear today. It takes a week or 2. So you can have it and you're scratching your finger. You don't even know. You scratch and you greet the next person. I'm sure before 2 weeks, when you want to know that it's the Whitlow, you have already contaminated the whole village. because you've greeted people. They say there's coronavirus, but people still greet others, like Miss B said on Tuesday. You may develop one blister or a cluster of blisters. It can take up to 3 weeks for the blister to heal. Eventually, the blister or group of blisters or the ruptures. This form of shallow ulcer with a cruise-like cap. You may experience a burning or tickling pain that's worse than what you would expect with a blister. With a blister, you know that when you burst or you remove the purse in it, it's finished. But with this one, it doesn't stop. It pains you each day. That's the difference between blister and whitlow. It pains each day. It's possible to get recurrent outbreak after the initial outbreak, but this is rare. It is very rare. What causes this? You can only develop this condition if your finger comes in contact with type 1 or type 2 of the hepatic whitlow. Some people who develop hepatic whitlow have a history of cold sore or genital herpes, but this isn't often the case. This can happen if you have an open cut or a sore on the skin. The appearance of a sore or blister on your finger isn't usually a cause for concern. Some sores are due to friction, insect bites if you go to the farm, or injuries, and can typically heal on their own. However, if you develop a painful pocket of pores, this thing has pores in it, remember that, called an abscess on your finger, and can't pinpoint the cause, it's important that you call your doctor. We will come and talk about some of the things you can possibly do. You're suffering from this, but if you're suffering from hepatic whitlow now, I know they say you should grind okonobon. You grind the leaves of okonobon and then you put on it. You plaster. You don't tie, please. You just put on the finger that's paining. Some people, they will say you should put your finger into your anus. I wouldn't advise you to do that. Miss B has a home remedy, the grandmother style of doing this.
Because my mother, says that, so I don't see how medicine is very stubborn. How that is so well.
Okay, where's
sorry that Miss B is informing that.
Miss B says no completely. You might call it. Yes, after that, no, you don't, you cannot chew the finger. But no, you shouldn't use that to help you with whitlow. What you do is use alcohol to apply on the finger. Okay, we are tired. It's time for us to leave. Miss B, I wish you a nice day. I hope you have time to rest today.
Thank you.
Okay, Mariko, you have a nice end of the day.
Thank you, Cynthia. A better one for you.
Thank you.
And to you, to Miss B. And many more shots.
Okay. Many more shots, of course, from this end. We're wishing you. You can use your phone if you don't have a camera. Miss B say you use your phone to take the show.
Makeups too.
Yeah, you do makeups. If you don't know how to learn a makeup scam, we'll teach you how to do the makeup here. It has been a pleasure being with you, dear televiewers, for this one